in your match.
So here we are in the fabulous finals of the men's para singles final here in Dubai. A very warm welcome to the IBF World Championships 2021. It's a pleasure to have you with us tonight as Team USA power into their first delivery tonight. Matt Cannizzaro, how are you looking at this one? Team USA in the final.
I had a chance to talk to the guys prior to this match, and we're going to see I don't want to say a little bit higher scoring, but potentially higher scoring, but a little more powerful games here than we saw in our last match. And got to catch up with our other player, Sean Beam, and talk about the equipment a little bit. So we'll have some insight on that as we get going here. But again, a special stage for these players and a world championship on the line.
On the line. So Eddie Hutchins from the USA taking on Sufan Yuan from Thailand. And of course there is his ball down the lane. Great shot, another look at that one. And a super shot indeed, of course, as the pins disappear. Now we are moving on into the night sky as you are joining us, as I said, live from the heart of Dubai, 9:45 in the evening, and a live evening of entertainment all the way through. Still to come tonight after the men's para singles finals. We're going to be moving on to our next match, the women's trio finals for the World Championships. Guatemala taking on Korea. Moving on after that, Korea in the men's final, again taking on the USA. And we're going to be seeing all of those games live here from Dubai. Here at the IBF World Championships. But the wheelchairs the athletes are using, I would imagine, have been like Paralympic athletes that we see are specially honed in for this particular sport, or certainly athletic sports anyway.
We did have some of those conversations. I think it's, again, just like equipment choices, it's dependent on the athlete and their preferences and what's comfortable. And for some, traveling all this way, potentially bringing a second wheelchair, one to compete in and one for everyday use, and others having to make that decision just based on the complexities of world travel.
And I suppose also it's to do with, you know, sponsorships and affordability and everything else that's involved in decisions made like that. We have had a fabulous 3 days here in Dubai so far, and we are going to be culminating in our final day. I know, tears in our eyes tomorrow, but it is the 15th of November. We are 9 days into the IBF World Championships, and of course culminating in the teams finals tomorrow night. I love Team USA, I think. I wasn't just randomly shouting out "I love somebody" to you audience at home. I was actually reading that lady's smartphone. We've had, do you know what? We've had some great fun here. We've got a great team, and hopefully, if you're hopefully you are enjoying it wherever you're watching us around the world. We've had experts alongside me, which is a good job, really, because although I'm a sports commentator, this is the first World Championships for me, and I've immensely enjoyed it. Our athletes, our supporters, our sponsors have had a great time as well. Thailand there, good shot, of course, indeed. For the men's finals, just to remind you, of course, Eddie Hutchins from Team USA taking on Sufan Sinchuatan from Thailand. And of course, we are still level pegging in this early stages of this men's final. Again, after this one, we will be seeing the celebration of the medal ceremony, and then we'll be getting on to the last few, or the last two matches of tonight's session of play at the IBF World Championships. Now, Now, what do you know about Eddie, Matt? I mean, how long has... I know that you guys are working on different parallels as far as the bowling team are concerned, but any information behind-the-scenes knowledge on Eddie? But I know obviously he's not part of your particular setup, but of course a proud member of the US bowling team, no less, I'm sure.
Well, this is, of course, being the inaugural event, this is a first for us as well, and the resume process for being selected for the pair team was just a few months back.
Okay.
I'm going to dig through the archives here, see what the resumes look like, and what some of the information might be. And we're going to look forward to catching up with our new team members over the coming days. They'll have doubles coming up, team event. And of course, we'll talk to Eddie tonight, win or lose, about his experience and get to learn and know as much about these players as we do about all of our other Team USA members.
Well, I'll let you work away on your laptop as the home of technology is there. And of course, we've got a fabulous look to that as Eddie takes the spare away and of course does a fantastic job indeed. So live action from the home of the IBF World Championships. First time here at Expo 2020 Dubai. Well, that's the reason, because it's only just opened Expo 20 on the 1st of October this year. It's a 6-month event, a world fair of amazing proportions. I love Team USA. Oh, we love you too. We love you too. Now, Matt, I put you on the spot a moment ago, but you've got a resume from Eddie. Let's see what you found out. Oh, shot there. Great shot indeed. As the pins get reset for the next one. What have you got to say on already?
Well, not that we didn't already know the success we mentioned the American Wheelchair Bowling Association earlier, but national championships, city championships, these are the best of the best, ranked first in the AWBA rankings, top 5 scratch wheelchair bowler. And of course, what does Team USA mean to you? To represent the USA in bowling competition would be a dream come true. I love our country and would represent USA with class. And so far, doing every bit of that and on his way.
Good man. Well done, Eddie. I love our country and we represent the USA with class. Do we know where Eddie's from in the US? Does it say there?
He's from Franktown, Colorado.
Franktown. I've never heard of Franktown, Colorado, but we're putting it on the map maybe tonight. Let's hope so anyway. However, we've got a competitor who wants to take on that title as well from Thailand. Sufan Sinchuan is taking his place here in the final. Have a look at the scores there, Matt. Pretty level pegging at the moment.
Well, at 4 frames in, 22-pin lead for Eddie Hutchins. So, and depending on what happens on the spare attempt here on the left lane, that could not change, as Eddie had a 9 count as well. So, right now it's his match.
It's his match. Well, that's why we got the experts alongside me. They're reading the scores in a different way than I do. But of course, that opportunity to see Eddie on the podium, receiving his gold medal, maybe not too far away, unless something changes here tonight.
So that spare opportunity, that could have closed the gap quite a bit, but 18 pins now, or 22 pins, sorry. 22 pins.
Yep.
After 5 frames, so we're halfway, halftime.
Halftime. Fortunately, we don't, or not fortunately, but we don't get a halftime show in bowling. Not that you and I, Matt, could put on a halftime show at all, and not many people want to watch it either, I'm sure.
Big spare right there.
Well done, Eddie. Yeah, you could see he's now got the confidence in his face that things going his way. Now, in English soccer, in football, we have a legendary English player called David Beckham. He's known as Golden Balls because he was amazing as a football player. And this is Thailand's version of it, looking like it, of course, with his own golden ball tonight. And Eddie's back up the lane, just checking his position. Matt, what does Team USA do? Where do they go their separate ways and compete in the PBA for a while, and then rejoin with each other for another event?
New team members. Some of these gentlemen and young ladies will move on with the team. Resume-wise, they'll come to the trials. They'll try to build their way back on the team as they do every year. That's on. We just came back actually from a trip to Colombia. We had another game with COVID and the whole situation. It's been a wacky couple of years, but everything resets in January. We'll learn our new team members. They'll have their training camp sometime April, May, June. But otherwise, they're out there doing individual things and trying to make a name for themselves.
Exactly, that's the thing. It's all about that. So Eddie looking like he is super dominant in this particular match. The para singles finals men's match here from Dubai. We are looking at the super action, the IBF World Championships Dubai 2021. We have fabulous action here at the IBF World Championship. As you can see and hear, we are having an absolute ball. And of course, 2 pins remaining on that shot there. Thailand can actually work on a message for us. See if we can get a message to her to put something else up there. I love Matt Canizaro.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Matt, you're the man. Chantira Hutnan then, of course.
Control. Parts way through the match here, 8th frame already. He's already over 100. And I was looking at the standings from the week and his performance, and he averaged, I believe it was over 170. I'm going to pull that up here as well and see exactly what the numbers were in the qualifying. Again, 6 games to get them to this point. The top 2 advanced to the final. 3rd place and 4th place, as we saw, received bronze medals for their performances.
So Team Thailand to pull it back as we see these last few moments of the men's para singles final here in Dubai.
So in the way, and then right behind the 2 of them, USA's Sean Beam, just a few pins back. Otherwise, it would have been an all-Team USA final.
Strike for Eddie again. He's powerhouse. He's a powerhouse of this match tonight. And looking like he is all the way, well, as good as you're going to get to winning that gold medal. However, Thailand has something to say. In fact, not just Thailand. Sufan Sinchuan, what's he going to say? Unlucky there with that shot, leaving 1 pin remaining. And there you have it. That is a view of where we are. And if you can see there on the left-hand side next to the big side screen, that's where we're holed up. Looking at the amazing action. Eddie again. Is that Eddie again? I think it is. Yes, Eddie again with a strike. I think we can virtually call this, you know. Having a look at that screen there. I think, Matt, I'll wait for you to nod me yes.
Absolutely. We are ready for a Team USA celebration.
Well, there you go. There you go. The man with the computer and the abacus brain alongside me has confirmed. We are looking at a new and inaugural World Para Single Men Champion. And let's introduce him to, there he is, Eddie Hutchins. This is a great moment for him. We got his resume up. Matt next to me officially got his resume up of how he wanted to compete for Team USA, and he said he'd compete for USA with a degree of class, and he has done that immensely. Eddie Hutchins, well done to you, my friend. We haven't met, but you're now my best friend.
Yeah, I've known Eddie for a few days, and you can see the passion, and I wouldn't doubt that we're going to see some tears here at the end of this.
Well, there you go. Listen, an emotional man. And listen, you have to be. You know, you're passionate about your sports. You love whichever sport you major in and you really enjoy. But to become a world champion at anything, What's the highest accolade, Matt, that you've ever got in your life? Because I can't think of anything. I won. You won't have this in America, but we have a sports day at the end of our article. I think being the comms manager for Team USA is pretty good.
It's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I bet it is. So he is on the big stage himself, the man, Eddie Hutchins. He wanted to do it with class, and he has done it with class. Oh, his fellow teammates know he's done it. There's tears in their eyes as well. And if there's anything Matt's got to say, there could be tears in Eddie's eyes momentarily. There's tears in another person's eyes. That lady in the back there, your Team USA manager, she's got wiping tears from her eyes, bless her. Could we be hearing it again later on tonight? We don't know. Korea and USA will go head-to-head in the trio final as our final. See if I can fit final in the sentence anymore tonight. That'll be coming up tonight. And then after this one, we'll be moving on to the women. Guatemala take on Korea. Great action finishing off these last few moments. There he is. He's got a smile on his face. Looking rather cool up there, Eddie. Yes, you've done it. You've done it. He's not talking to me. I'm looking at him talking to his colleagues. Still going. Great force there from Chamtira. Super shot from him, but they have now done it. They have now worked it all out themselves. We are looking at the inaugural men's para singles final champion.
Ladies and gentlemen,
he's from Team USA. His name is Eddie Hutchins. Eddie, you've earned it. You bowled like a star tonight, and your star is rising in the USA. Congratulations to you, Eddie. Congratulations to your challenger tonight, Chinatra. You did amazingly well, and thank you to both of you. There it is, the final scores. Eddie Hutchins, 165. Tumfan, 116. AJ comes up, AJ Johnson. There he was with me last night. He can't get out of that camera shot, can he, AJ? He is a man who's just there. And Team USA coming in to congratulate Eddie. The first gold medal winner of the IBF World Championships. And well done. I'm talking about, of course, for Team USA. Congratulations. Look at these high fives coming in. Are we going to see a tear? There's Dylan, our MC, working out a few words with Eddie. But lots more action still to come. As I said, we are moving on to the women's finals of the trios for Guatemala and Korea. Coming up next here in Dubai. And then after that, to round off the evening, Team Korea take on USA again. Could we see another medal for the US team? Well, a man on my right.
Expo bowling outside for a gold medal.
Never had a clue. This is the best thing ever happened to me. Just to be here, number one. We've worked a long time with the American Wheelchair Bowling Association to get here, and with the help of our friends, we're here. So never expected this.
Well, congratulations once again. It's great to have you guys out here.
Thank you.
Yeah, they will be live on